how you actually do things in your life. And we can see this from MrBeast's example.
Cube of shirts here. I have to sign every single one of these shirts in this cube. I recreated Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in real life.
Obsessed with about. There are 4 things that you need to understand if you want to become obsessively effective at what you do. And most people miss the last 2. I will break you down these 4 steps using Jimmy Donaldson, also known as MrBeast, as the world's #1 YouTuber, as the real-world example.
I recreated Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in real life. And one of these 10 people is gonna walk away with this chocolate factory. In we go.
Now the first one is obsession with the game. Obsession starts when you understand what your goal actually is. Not something vague, not something motivational, but real and clear about the goal, because you are going to put all your energy, all your time, and most of you would probably pour in money towards the goal. And we can see this from MrBeast's example. He's not chasing being famous, but he's obsessed with about the retention of his viewers, about his audience, where they are actually picked or where they are actually living. He's understanding because he's obsessed about the retention, about his viewer. He is obsessed at making sure how audience starts from the very first second to the last second. And in this case, you can also implement it at how you actually do things in your life. You're not basically saying that I want to get rich or saying that I want to be famous, but you are saying, how can I become the best at something that I'm actually doing? Say maybe you are in finance and you're trying how to create the best financial report than all of my peers. So something has to be clear, something has to be real. It's not something vague like how can I become rich? Because you are trying to put all your energy into that specific effort. So be specific and be real towards your goal. The second one is obsession with the game. Once you know what you're aiming for, obsession shifts to understanding the game you are in. You are not guessing anymore. You are not chasing just the rewards, but really learning how things actually work. And in MrBeast's case, he's not just chasing the reward. He's not chasing like, how can I make more money from YouTube? Instead, he spent how attention in YouTube really works. Because that's the game where he is in. The game about entertainment, the game about video creation. You can do the same. Say maybe you are in the manufacturing industry and you can do the same. Maybe you own a clothing brand and you want to understand about not just how to make sales, how to create more revenue, but you have to understand about the game in the clothing industry, how you distribute, how you connect to the audience, how you build the community around your brand, around your clothing, not just focusing on selling the clothes. And by doing that, you will eventually learn how actually the game about the industry that you are in. Third, obsession with the feedback. Now this is the part where most people get uncomfortable. Because basically, who wants to listen to other people saying bad things about you, about your brand, or maybe about your product and services? Obsession grows after you pay attention about what is actually happening, not what you want to be to happen. In MrBeast's case, he looked at where people live, not just the moment where most people replay the game, replay the video or the specific scenes, but also where people drop, where viewers drop. And this is the key factor. You can also say this basically a feedback, but this is indirect ones. You can also do this by looking at your customer, your viewers, those people who come to your stores, those people who comment on your social media. Basically, they are all your potential customers, and you have to listen to what they say. Yes, maybe sometimes they are inaccurate, but that's where you play the part, where you can actually connect with them, understand why they think that way, and understand why you haven't managed to align yourself or align your brand with your customers, with your audience. So you have to be obsessed with the feedback. And the last one, obsession with the impact. At the end of the day, obsession is about making something that actually hits, something that people feel, something that people will remember for the rest of their lives. And most people, they basically miss this because all they want to do is how can I make more money? How can people like or comment on my channel? How people will buy my clothing brand and how people will engage that about the content that I've posted. Those are basically the byproduct or the result of your effort, of your obsession towards the impact. And we can also learn this from MrBeast. He creates various impacts. Could be entertaining, could be emotional, and sometimes even social. You can see many clips from MrBeast where he really puts out his effort because he is truly obsessed with the audience and how his video can create everlasting impact. So now you understand that obsession is not about working harder. It's not about putting more effort or putting more money, but it's about caring deeply on the right things. And now you understand, to be obsessively effective at what you do, you have to get the real caring on the right thing. And when you do that, the consistency, it will not feel forced at all. It will go naturally. And that is all we can talk about obsession. And if there's anyone that you want to talk about, if there's anything that you want to discuss, let me know in the comment. I'll see you guys on the next episode.